They are the most connected generation in history, yet also the loneliest. They have access to more information than any humans before them, yet feel more uncertain about the future than ever. We call them Gen Z, those born roughly between 1997 and 2012, the generation that grew up not just with the internet but inside it. And while they are progressive, vocal, and globally aware, they are also facing something that's quietly shaping their minds: anxiety. But why? Why does this generation, which has almost everything previous generations longed for, education, access, opportunity, feel so overwhelmed? Let's unpack this slowly. The overstimulated mind. The human brain was never designed to process thousands of stimuli per day, and yet that's exactly what the modern digital life demands. Every scroll, every notification, every ping gives a burst of dopamine, a small hit of excitement that keeps us hooked. But there's a catch. Dopamine doesn't create happiness, it creates anticipation. So Gen Z, spending hours online, isn't living in the present moment, they are living in constant anticipation. Anticipation of likes, of messages, of validation. This overstimulation has rewired the reward system of the brain. When everything feels urgent, silence feels strange. When everything is visible, our self-worth becomes public property. It's not that Gen Z doesn't know how to rest, it's that their nervous systems don't remember what rest feels like anymore. Comparison is the new normal. Previous generations compared themselves with people they actually knew. Today, Gen Z compares themselves with the entire planet. Social media has blurred the line between reality and performance. Everyone's lives looks better online, more filtered, more successful, more perfect. And when you're constantly seeing curated success stories, your own life begins to feel inadequate. It's not just fear of missing out, it's the certainty of missing out. The constant awareness that someone, somewhere is living the life you wish you had. Psychologists call this comparison trap, and it's directly linked to rising rates of anxiety and depression among young people. For many, Gen Z's anxiety is not just personal, it's existential. They were born into an era of global crisis, financial meltdowns, climate disasters, pandemics, wars, and AI replacing human jobs. While older generations looked forward with optimism, Gen Z often looks ahead with uncertainty. They carry the burden of problems they did not create but will have to solve, from climate change to misinformation to shrinking job security. This chronic uncertainty about the world, economy, and even identity feeds a subtle, continuous stress response. It's like the background noise of their generation. Studies across the world now show that Gen Z reports the highest level of anxiety, depression, and burnout compared to millennials or Gen X. And it's not because they're weaker or more sensitive, it's because they are more aware. They talk about mental health openly, they seek therapy, they name what previous generations ignored. But awareness alone doesn't solve anxiety, it sometimes amplifies it. Because you can name your pain but still not escape it. They live in a paradox: emotionally literate but emotionally exhausted, digitally connected but socially fragmented, informed but unsure. Yet there's hope, because Gen Z is also the most self-aware generation. They're learning to question, to set boundaries, to demand healthier cultures. They're redefining successes from constant hustle to balanced living. They're building communities that talk about healing, rest, and vulnerability. The anxiety they carry is a sign of deep sensitivity to a world out of balance. And maybe that sensitivity is what will one day drive change. So, if Gen Z is anxious, it is because they are awake. And being awake is the first step to awareness. And awareness, if nurtured with compassion, is the first step to wisdom. The challenge for Gen Z isn't to feel less, it's to learn to feel deeply and yet not be consumed by the world they're trying to change.